The adventure evolves! Guys, you pooped! Really? So now they're Gaogamon and Greymon. Two of the tops. I was kind of worried because apparently, like, when they go to sleep and they actually naturally lose their training. So by the time they wake up, they're pretty much empty, and you have to tend to them really quickly because I assume it's the same as other care mistakes. So you have to wake up early with them. It's more important than ever to wake up to get them in time. Like normally with digital pets, I can like sleep in a bit and I wake up and I'm like, oh good, I caught them before it became a problem. But no, with these guys, they're like a freaking alarm clock. But it's like a circadian rhythm kind of training thing. You know, circadian rhythm, that fancy phrase that means like when you naturally wake up on your own. Because when I do that, it's at night. You know, if I try to go to sleep early, it's like 1 a.m. and I wake up and then I can't get back to sleep. So if I go to bed later, yeah, I'll wake up still not early, but it's a heck of a lot better than 1 a.m. So basically this digital pet is kind of like hard mode for me. Otherwise, it's pretty easy. The fact that you can train once and then your Digimon are all full up like that, come on. It's straight up as like easy mode, you know? 3 years old, 28 grams, looking sassy. I forgot actually that I do like Gaogamon. You know, the other day I'd said that I really don't like Gaomon or the evolution line, but I guess I really just don't like Gaomon all that much. I don't know. He's got boxing gloves on. Maybe I'm just not into boxing. Either way, Gaogamon's pretty cool. They're based off of an Akita Inu. It's just kind of like, it looks like a big version of a Shiba Inu. You know, the little orange dogs with curly tails. It's pretty cute. And then when he digivolves, he's gonna turn into like a standing man one. So he's kind of like the good Garurumon. Like, don't freak out. Don't freak out, I know. It's kind of, it's a rude thing to say, but if you look at it, it's kind of like little beast thing, four-legged beast thing, standing man version of the beast thing, and then finally a robot version of the beast thing, except, you know, their mega form doesn't go back down on all fours. We do have to remember, though, that Gaomon is actually a beast Digimon from the start, whereas Gabumon is a reptile Digimon that merely wants to be a beast thing, and then puts on a beast pelt and becomes the Garurumon. So that's, you know, the underdog story. Underdog, because it's a dog. Sorry, is this humor too highbrow for you? Okay, so we did a poll yesterday, and we were trying to figure out what their names are going to be. Our 4 choices were Higa and Nishi. Higa is a truncated version of Higashi, which means east, and Nishi means west. Yuki and Mimi, a play-on of the actual name Yukimi Botamon. Grey Yuki and Garuru Yuki, Grey being the dragon side, and Garuru being the beast side. And finally, Hida and Migi. Hida being a truncated version of Hidari, meaning left, and then Migi means right. So, who won? As of this recording, Higa and Nishi have won by 1 vote over Hida and Migi. Apologies to Yuki and Mimi, and Grey Yuki and Garuru Yuki, and all those who voted for them. But their names are indeed now Higa and Nishi. Remember, Higa is east, so that'll be the right side. I know, we say it, you would think you would say like this, and then okay, fine. Nishi and Higa. Nishi and Higa. Nishi Higa. Nishi Higa. Cool, so you guys got names now for the rest of your lives and all of your reincarnations. You guys doing okay? Good. Let's do a couple more events. You know, I didn't really get to doing many others. Here, because I know there are events, and I know there are secret evolutions you can get by this. What? What? Was that more food? Oh, you know, no, that was Gaogamon still getting upset at Greymon. Because if it was food again, then yeah, that means Greymon was eating all of it again. What is... No, okay, so that's the food, so who gets upset this time? Oh, finally! Gaogamon gets in there, gets their food revenge! It's a dog-eat-ham world out there, and if you're the slowest dog in the pen, then you're just not gonna get much ham. Guys, stop eating, you're overfeeding yourselves. I wanna see a cool event! So great. Okay, that's not what I meant by cool event. So Greymon gets to take a Tums, and then Gaogamon gets hit by a bomb again. That's awesome. I think there's a special Digivolution we can get if they get hit by the bomb too many times. So... Wait, what do you mean, okay? Okay. So you got a pie and you got another Tums. Do you have a tummy ache, my dude? Yeah, I think that's actually training. I don't think that's either training or that's like a gigantic gummy bear. You know, one of those ones that people get on YouTube, it's like comedic effect and no one would actually finish eating that before it gets covered in mold and ants. Oh, right, let's fight them. Which thumb loves one of you more? I don't know. Both of my thumbs are pretty fast. I think that might have been in Greymon's favor, though. Oh, never mind. There's only a... Oh no! Greymon! Wake up! Why you gotta be so... Why you gotta get dazed, man? Oh. Well, that was Gaogamon's win by a landslide. I guess they're like me, where if someone counts me out, that's when I try my hardest and I turn things around. I was praising Greymon over there, so I guess that's why that happened. Does that affect your stats any? I mean, I know eating a bunch in the events changes it. What? That makes no sense. Greymon wasn't the one that was getting all the food. Gaogamon, what's going on? do we need to talk, buddy? You're not purging or anything, are you? That's a real concern with digital parents. We gotta consider these options. All right, yeah. If I start seeing empty Oreo wrappers inside of the trash can, but then a completely new package of Oreos on the counter, we're gonna have a talk about purging. Mister. It's not funny. Stop, no one laugh. Stop it. I almost picked up an eggplant at the store today, but then I remembered I've done this before a long time ago. In fact, it was even on the channel, and then I didn't end up doing anything with the eggplant, and it got all weird. But it was cool. I have a strange allure to eggplants. I guess they just look so interesting, and if you can find really cute ones that are, you know, kind of like, I don't know how to explain it. There's the perfect eggplant shape out there, you know? And when I find an eggplant that is that perfect shape, I have to take it. I didn't find any that were the perfect shape today, though, so instead I got a cabbage. And have you ever seen a Greymon pick out a cabbage? It's weird. I guess it's weird to them to see something that's like bigger than an apple but isn't secretly a Digimon. I ended up having to pay for the 4 cabbages they attacked, and it's fine, cabbages are cheap, but they owe me like $2. Hallebanga suggested, how about drawing a cool picture of Gaomon doing that trick where he blows a candle out with a punch? That sounds cool, let's draw that. I think we'll use a 0-1 today. It feels like this one's gonna wanna use a little more detail, especially with, you can't really see it too well here, but these wind bits. We need to use some detail. So I've been watching Digimon Adventure again. I took a small break, but I'm back at it, and I just wanted to ask, why does everyone trust Pico Devimon so quickly? Or I guess he's Demi Devimon in the English dub. But why do they trust him so easily? They come to this part where they all start getting split up because Pico Devimon just pops in and he's like, hey, your friend said you're stupid, and they were like, Nani? And then they stopped being friends. It was like, why did no one mention the fact that he clearly looks like Devimon? Like, he could even just be Devimon, just, you know, de-evolved. Like, we've discussed this before. Sometimes in the wacky world of Digimon, you're just going to, you know, get a Digimon that isn't that Digimon, even though it's the same breed, I guess. But for real, Pico Devimon shows up to TK, and he's all like, your brother said he hates you, and also you smell. And he was like, and then he and Tokomon started fighting. Were they just trying not to be racist because they were just like, okay, just because it's a small Devimon doesn't mean we can't just take everything it says at face value? Because it almost felt like a lazy plot device at that point, like a plot vehicle to just get things going. Because I feel like after what they had been through, maybe they wouldn't be so quick to be like, yeah, I guess my friends hate me now. But it is accurate. I mean, at least if we're going based off of what most of the time I do. I don't see my friends for a week and I'm like, well, they must hate me now. And I don't know why I come to that conclusion. I guess it's just insecurities in general. But, you know, if a giant bat showed up and it were like, yes, your friends, they said they do not like you, I would doubt it. You know, I would have some follow-up questions before I went and cried in my pillow about it. And then he's punching the flame out of a sweet little Litwick. I mean, I'm not just gonna draw a candle. There's certain things that, like, I never want to draw because they're just boring to draw, and a candle is one of them, so we're gonna draw a Pokemon. This is not symbolic. This is not me, like, hating on Pokemon, okay? I gotta explain the heck out of myself every time I do something related to Pokemon because, oh my god, like, the younger Pokemon fans get so offended so easily. One time I drew a comic that was basically about Litwick and other Pokemon that were based off of real-life objects. Never in my life had I encountered, like, Pokemon fans yet, because I had just kind of enjoyed Pokemon in my own way on my own all my life, because, you know, I had the misfortune of growing up in a town where there really weren't any other Pokemon fans, and so yeah, I was all on my own. I made this comic completely with, like, love and respect for Pokemon, and it's like, you know, the joke was basically like, there's so many Pokemon that are, like, you know, inanimate objects, and then, like, at the end, the trainer that's kind of like getting weirded out by this, like, it turns out his clothes is a Pokemon, and he's all like, I quit, and he drops his Pokeballs. And it's like just how my comics go, but like, oh, it was so divisive. I had so many people being like, uh-oh, Gen 1-er! Gen 1-er! Which is weird, because I'm not a Gen 1-er. I'm actually like a Gen 2-er. Maybe even a Gen 4-er. Gen 3 was kind of weird to me. It was I mean, I played Ruby and Sapphire to completion in like the course of 2 weeks. I played it every minute I could at school. And I loved it, but like the actual Pokemon designs I wasn't super crazy about. I think that's just what happens when a franchise gets big, though. Like, if Digimon were bigger, I imagine we'd be dealing with that kind of stuff too. And we still do. In the Digimon fandom, I think there's a divide between like the people who like adventure and then the people who like Sabers or Cross Wars, or what was the other one? The one that everyone like is super into. It was like, it has Renamon in it. I never watched that series either, but there's like a lot of fans of that series, and if you don't like love it, or like Gaomon for instance, if you don't love Gaomon, there's some people that get upset, but not nearly as bad as like Pokemon fans. So claps for you all, claps for us, right? Is it time to erase yet? Okay, I'm just gonna go for it. And just a little bit of whiteout right here. There, all nice and done. Gaomon punching out a candle. Just don't tell the Pokemon fans, please. Hallebanga, thank you very much for the art suggestion. Please do leave more suggestions in the comments below. And Nishi and Higa, we'll see you all tomorrow. Hopefully they'll stop changing constantly. I mean, they look so happy though. Look at that. They're like perfectly synchronized too. That is awesome. A big ol' thanks to our patrons, especially to Cookie Face and Shifter, who are contributing a ton, but you're all helping me out so very much. And I'll see you all tomorrow. Have a good one.